The popularity of motivational signs and embroidered cushions encouraging appreciation may be on the rise, but if these cliches make you angry for various reasons, don't feel bad because you are not alone. You might benefit from adopting a slightly different approach to maximizing the advantages of a consistent gratitude practice. In the apartment complex where I lived a few years ago, one of my neighbors would constantly hang decorations from her door. And every time I passed her door to enter or exit the building, I would flip her door the bird. I didn't have any problems with her specifically, and the way she decorated her door, it wasn't like unusual. Many people who lived in the building, including myself, hung seasonal or festive decorations on and around the door. The knob hanger that they never altered made a difference with their door. It had the words "Show gratitude" were written in large black font on a plain wooden plaque. I had a friend staying with me for a while, and one day while we were leaving the apartment, I cut our conversation short so that I could turn towards the door and flip it off as we passed by to leave. And this caught him off guard, and he laughed a little while asking, "What the hell was that about?" That door does not get to take to me what to do with my life, I retorted. It simply advises individuals to express their thanks, he claims. He appeared to be mentally reevaluating our friendship at the time, and I could tell, but that's okay. We would go back and forth like this several times a week for a few weeks before he started to flip the door off as well. A few months later, that neighbor moved and the sign was gone. It's difficult to argue against the directive to show gratitude. Trust me, I've tried. An attitude of gratitude will benefit you and the people around you in the long term, according to scientific knowledge, religions, our parents, human decency, and that damn door plaque. Gratitude supports good habits. It calms the nervous system, rewires our brains to feel happy, and fosters community kindness and togetherness. I'm not oblivious to the effectiveness of this factual study or the role that gratitude has played in my own life in terms of softening surfaces of difficult situations, tough times, and unpleasant days. However, I believe that natural gratitude is always preferable to gratitude that's forced onto us. Be thankful that you received the flavorless, undercooked meal at the $100 restaurant. At least you have access to food and funds to pay for it. Be thankful tends to get on my nerves in the same manner as someone who constantly complains about some of the most trivial things. We're not exactly honoring the kind of awareness of the present moment that might give rise to real feelings of gratitude when we browbeat ourselves and others into summoning up half hearted thank yous. Instead, we're comparing ourselves to someone else who is far worse off than we are and has nothing to be thankful for as being luckier than us, but still probably somehow manages to be more virtuous than we are as ungrateful assholes. In the long term, this rarely feels good. When I wasn't looking for it, when I wasn't feeling bad about it or pushed and prodded into it, and when it was least expected, gratitude has always found its way into my life. I'm thankful for having food to eat and being able to pay for it because it's the truth, not because I should. My writing process is based on noticing. I may access gratitude more readily the more I lean towards this noticing. And because of this, noticing has evolved into a kind of thankfulness exercise that I constantly engage in against myself. Even if writing isn't how you interact with your surroundings, developing the skill of observation may open the door to gratitude for you, as it has for me. I take note of the colors of the sky at sunset, the orange and pink and violets, the smell of asphalt on a steamy rainy day, the sound of the wind rustling through the trees on a breezy, cool night, the hint of vanilla that I add to my coffee maker each morning when I brew a pot, and the yellow flecks in the yarn of the blanket that I knitted a few weeks ago. These tiny little details attach me in what is actually happening. And when I can focus on that, gratitude just naturally emerges. Once I take the time to notice these details, and I mean really notice how they look, feel, smell, taste, and sound, as well as the sentiment that emerges in me to go along with the experiences, I'm appreciative of all of these things. I'm appreciative of my able body for the natural complexities of my world experiences, for my ability to detect beauty and things that aren't so aesthetically pleasing. I'm grateful for agony and pleasure, fullness and fragrances. And regardless of what that damn door hanger said, I do so because it's something that belongs to me and not something that's forced upon me.